drip. Little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes.
Today, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down. A big play there on the first play of the game.
It's a gain of 60.
And even 60 yards.
First down, New Orleans.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Breeze now to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Another takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And this is caught at the 8. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. We get our first look now at Carson Wentz and this Philadelphia Eagle offense.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisions something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. Wentz on target there to Jeffrey. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
First carry for Corey Clement. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively. And
he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 4 catches, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
And they've gone to him early in this one. I sense a theme. One that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett able to record his 5th sack of the season. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won. If this is what you wanted to see from a defense, give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense?
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Now Wentz on third down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. Going for it with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
38-yard line.
7-7, our score after one.
Score tied 7-7.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run. It's Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the 30 on second down. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Wentz now on first down. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. 7 yards there and a first down.
Michael Thomas. A gain of 7. First down, Saints.
Breeze now on first down. Finding Harris over the middle. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
Breeze.
A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. Second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. Kamara trying again. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
That ties the game.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over first and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Trey Hendrickson in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. This pass complete, wins to Ertz, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 50.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him.
That's the way to run it,
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Eagles have moved out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Michael Thomas and the rest of the Saints offense. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around. And he's into the clear. The 30, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Traquan Smith, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. At
their own 25-yard line.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well done, over 1,000 already. But guaranteed, as you noted, someone jumped in that huddle and said, a lot more to be done, guys. Let's not, would you say, take your foot off the pedal? Let's not do that right now. But there is that possibility as people can get self-satisfied. The greats do not. We'll find out what he's made of.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Michael Thomas now heading back onto the field. He's up near 100 yards now here in the second quarter, but his team's down.
Through no fault of his own. I mean, what a nice game he's having so far. They've got to keep finding ways to get him the football. Don't get away from that. Figure out where things are going wrong with the rest of the team.
They'll be hoping to hit that 100-yard mark on this drive. Breeze now on first down. They'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Working from the gun. It's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
Breeze.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Breeze. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
1st and 10. At their own 32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Malcolm Jenkins on the coverage.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. The final shot before half for Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Good.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the...
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Wentz's throw taken in by Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
A gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
49-yard line.
And he almost intercepted it.
Wentz's pass.
They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
And 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
1st and 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On the tackle.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And he fires one, but incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe he's still saying mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They run it again with Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Saints.
All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion, beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
It's now
second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Now Brees. And that is incomplete here.
Brees pass.
So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
That catch good for only a couple. So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
5-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now first down carry by Sanders, well defensed as they'll hold him to just a couple. Second down coming up. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on second and 8.
Brings up second and 8.
They'll go again with Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
The tackle made by Clay Matthews. No gain on the play. It's now third and 8.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third and 8. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down.
Barry in punt formation.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Harris now to return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Second and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Over the middle to Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
A gain of
back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action, Breeze. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Carry for New Orleans.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 34. 7 yards there and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And complete right side to Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Breeze now. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Shotgun now for Breeze. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Complete to Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints have moved out in front. Precision, precision, precision. That's the definition of it right there. Great pass, great catch for the score.
Yeah, people talk about arm strength all the time. Well, if you're not precise and you're not accurate, the arm strength really doesn't matter. We saw a little bit of everything with that throw.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Into double coverage and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker Alex Anzalone. And he'll score. Touchdown New Orleans. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
31. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over first and
the Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wentz going to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And no, it's incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4, Breeze. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Yeah, lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Lutz puts this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
48. Eagles.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, game Getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it well.